Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all West Virginia students, sponsored by West Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers and Strauss-Can. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping items. If you use the Q&A button on your screen to type any questions presenters have at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, and you'll be muted and your video's off, so panelists can't see or hear you. There'll be more sessions, so feel free to sign up at www.wvacrao.org. And then this recording will be available within a week at this very same website. So we'll go ahead and turn it over to our presenter.
All right, hi everybody. Thanks to my facilitator for getting us going here. My name is Dean Crawford. I'm Director of Student Recruitment for Mountwest Community and Technical College. I'm going to be going through a slideshow presentation here to just kind of tell you a little bit about Mountwest and tell you about some of the great programs we have. I'm going to show you some really good videos about the college. Just to reiterate what my facilitator said, if you do have questions, drop them down in that Q&A box. If you're watching this after the fact, you're watching it recorded on YouTube or whatever, I will have my contact information at the end of the show, so you can send me an email directly, or you can go to our website, or you can call our office. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alrighty, so I'm going to, like I said, we're going to go through here and talk to you a little bit about Mountwest and the college. Don't worry, you're not going to have to listen to me drone on for this full presentation. I do have some really great videos in here, so you're going to be able to, watch some of those and check those out. So the first thing I like to hit on for our students is our mission statement. I think our mission statement is very important. I think any college mission statement is very important. I think it's very crucial that when you're looking at a college to look at their mission statement, make sure that that's something you kind of share, make sure they have some values listed there that you appreciate. So I'm just going to go and tell you our mission statement. Our mission is to prepare students for career, civic responsibility, and lifelong learning. We value quality education and a learning environment that fosters critical thinking and individual responsibility. So our mission statement is there to tell you that we want you to not only come to Mountwest and learn your skill or learn a trade or earn a degree to help you go get a job, we also want you to become a more well-rounded individual. We want you to come to our college so you can learn about different cultures, about different ideas, about different opinions, and also so you can go out and be productive members of society and get great jobs and earn a great living, and overall just have a really great life for yourself. So I'm going to give you some kind of quick info about Mountwest. And another thing I want to tell you is all these pictures that you're going to see through our presentation are all students that attend Mountwest or have attended Mountwest. None of these are stock imagery, none of these are stock photos. So these are all actual, students and things that are on our campus. We offer over 60 two-year degrees and certificate programs. We're located right in Huntington, West Virginia, off 5th Street Hill. For those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Huntington, we're really about 5 minutes down from Marshall's campus. So we're really not too far from Marshall. We're right across the street, right across the river, from Ironton, Ohio, and or Proctorville, Ohio, and Ashland, Kentucky. So we're kind of in that tri-state area. We are an open admissions campus, which means there is no minimum test score, there is no minimum GPA to gain entrance to Mountwest. You just apply and you are admitted into the college. Our tuition is among some of the lowest in the area. It's only $4,000 per year, so we're a very affordable option. And with some of our tuition assistance programs and state programs like West Virginia Invests and FAFSA and things like that, oftentimes students can come to Mountwest for little to no pocket cost. If you are watching this and you are an Ohio or Kentucky student, you are eligible for in-state rates at Mountwest as long as you live in the counties that are covered in our in-state rate counties. And for a list of those counties, you can log on to our website and check them out. I can tell you Ohio is Lawrence County and Guyatt County, Ohio. Kentucky is Boyd, Greenup, Carter, and Martin. I believe there's a few more in Kentucky I may be missing, but just log on to our website. You can see all these counties listed. We do have 3 locations. We have our main campus right up here on Fifth Street Hill. We have our Culinary Arts Center, which is down in Huntington near Hal Greer Boulevard. That's where we have our 2 full-size industrial kitchens, walk-in fridges and freezers, and that's where we do all the culinary art programs. We also have the Maritime Academy. The Maritime Academy is located near the Proctorville Bridge, near St. Mary's Hospital. There we have a $2 million tugboat simulator where students can learn how to operate boats and different equipment. We also have a lot of different training tools there for students to learn how to do the maritime program. And we're going to talk a little bit about the maritime program when we get further in. So certain certificates can be done here in as little as 1 week. So if you're one of those students who maybe you're thinking to yourself, man, I don't like high school. I don't want to be in school anymore. Mountwest is a great option for you because you don't necessarily have to come here for the full 2 years. You can come here and go for as little as 1 week and get a certificate that will help you get a great paying job and will help you be very successful. There's some certificates that take a little longer, some that are like 6 months, some that are a couple of months. So really, no matter how long you want to be in college or kind of what your interests are, we can work around you and we can definitely make sure that you're getting something that'll help you out. So why Mountwest? So a lot of you are going to be watching a lot of these different colleges present during this presentation. And all the colleges in West Virginia are absolutely phenomenal. We are very fortunate to be in a state that has a lot of great colleges. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I think Mountwest is a great option. Number one, we're one of the most affordable institutions in this area, in the state that you can attend. And with the West Virginia Best programs and other things, we're becoming even more and more affordable. We are a flexible campus. So if you want to take classes online, if you want to take classes in person, if you want to do a combination, we can definitely kind of make that happen for you. Right now with COVID, and depending on the time you're watching this, right now most of our classes are on online format. However, there are still some in-person courses based on the type of coursework. But once we kind of get back to somewhat of a normalcy, we will, we can still have that flexible schedule for you. We offer a small class size. So some of you are probably in high schools that maybe have less than 20 or 30 people in a class. That's very similar to Mountwest. We offer very small class sizes. Most students that we have in one class are usually no more than 25. So you're going to know your professor is going to know you, you're going to know your classmates. You're not going to get lost in the shuffle. You're not going to get lost in a sea of faces and a sea of numbers. We offer free parking. So if you come up here and you don't have to worry about, parking really far away and running to your class and getting a ticket, we have a very big open parking lot. You can come on campus, park your car. It's safe. It's fine. Come on in, take your courses, and then leave at the end of your day. We do offer free tutoring. So if you're having trouble in a course, or if you're lagging behind in a course, or you just need a little extra help to understand something, you can go to our tutoring center and they will help you 100% free of charge on any subject that you need. We do offer tuition assistance programs. About 98% of our students do get some form of financial aid or tuition assistance. So it makes our even more affordable rate even more affordable once you start adding tuition assistance in. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the financial aid process. Number one, first thing, fill out your FAFSA. FAFSA opened up October 1st. If you're watching this recorded, this is towards the end of October, getting real close to Halloween. So you can go ahead and fill out that FAFSA right now. Make sure you do that FAFSA. If you need help with it, come on campus. We'll help you out. Give us a call. We can answer any questions for you. This next part only applies to West Virginia residents. Make sure that you fill out that West Virginia Invest app. So West Virginia Invest is a program that was launched by the state of West Virginia recently, and it basically it's a last dollar in program. So if you've applied for every other type of financial aid and you still don't have enough to cover your whole tuition at a community college like Mountwest, you can apply for West Virginia Invest and they will come in and pick up the remainder of your tuition cost. There are some rules though. You have to pass a drug test every semester. You have to have 2 hours community service. You have to agree to live in the state of West Virginia for 2 years. And you also have to be a West Virginia resident. So there are a few caveats or qualifications for that program. But we can help you do that process. We can help you fill out that paperwork, and we can help you navigate that that whole system. We do have scholarship opportunities that you can apply for on campus. We have work studies that you can apply for when you're at our campus. And the great thing about our financial aid that I always tell students, if you start here and then transfer to another college later on, you could save almost $10,000 for the 2 years if you just start here and transfer somewhere else. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about what college you want to go to. Coming to a college entirely for free, like a lot of students can do with Mountwest, is a huge deal, and it's very nice to have that option. So a lot of students will come to Mountwest and then they will go on to another 4-year institution. So it's kind of like a start here, finish there deal, where you can do a 2-year degree with us, and then you can pick an articulation program or just transfer outright to some other program with some of our great partners. Marshall University is a great, awesome partner of ours. They're right down the road. We work with them all the time. They take a lot of our credits. They're very easy to work with. We also work with West Virginia State and Ohio University, and really about any other college that you're wanting to transfer to. We can probably work something out where our classes will transfer and go towards the degree you're wanting at one of those other colleges. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let this, sorry. So I've got a few videos here for you that we're going to play so you can kind of hear about the programs, not just from me, but from these videos feature folks that are actually in the program. And this first one is about our Culinary Arts program, and they're going to tell you a little bit about the success our students have had with our program.
We've had some success with student placement after graduation. We've had quite a few open their own restaurants. Some have gone on to work for Food Network. We have everything under management to ownership down to line cook. So we train for all of that.
As far as the culinary world goes, it's very realistic. I've always had a passion for cooking, but being in the classroom aspect, you get the scientific background behind what you're doing and why. So whenever you're faced with a real world problem, it made it a little easier to tackle that.
This is my 10th year teaching, and every year it's always nice to see the faces of people through graduation, especially the ones that didn't think they were going to make it. And through our support, the college and our program, when they're successful, it makes us feel successful.
So that is our culinary program. It's a great program. It's more than just learning how to cook. A lot of students will get into it and think that it's just learning how to prepare food. They also have business classes in it. They also have accounting classes, marketing classes. So not only are you learning how to do the science and the cooking and the line portion and the knife skills, you're also learning how to run a kitchen. You're learning how to run a business, because a lot of our chefs will graduate and start their own restaurants, or they'll go work for a restaurant where there may be a co-owner situation. So our culinary program can offer all those kind of classes to you in one program. So our Maritime Academy program is our next video, and I've kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but our Maritime program is a very unique program. I don't think there's hardly any other college in the state of West Virginia that offers something like this. And in 1 week, you can come and train and be a deckhand and get a deckhand certification. And you can go out from that week of training and start earning between $35,000 to $45,000 a year as a deckhand on the barges that are on our river system. It's not for everybody. It is a dangerous job. It is a lot of working with your hands. It's outside. It's a lot of travel. But if that's what you like, you know, you like being all over the country, you like being with hands-on things, you like working outside, it's a great option. And you can keep working up through the program and work all the way up to a level where you're making six figures a year. So I'm going to let our culinary program folks kind of talk to you a little bit about that program.
Our typical student students come in not knowing what they're going to get for the 7-day course. This may be their first job they've had, or just coming out of a career that being laid off. And once they can go ahead and complete the Deckhand program, within like 18 months, they can work into the next degree program, which is the steersman course. And after they do that, they can go into the simulator room, get the experience of being out on the water without actually having to be on the water yet. Once you complete all the programs and become a pilot on the river with the experience, you can be well making over 6 figures. We are not going to set anyone up to be unsuccessful. We want them to be successful. We want them to have the industry knowledge, you know, to go from this 7-day course, having confidence that they can go out and conquer anything.
So yeah, the Maritime program, very unique to our college, very unique to, it's a very unique program. And that's one of the centers that I was talking about earlier that's actually not on our main campus. It's down a little bit near the St. Mary's Hospital area. They're all great folks there. And we have a 98% job placement rate for students who graduate with that Deckhand course. So literally the day you're graduating with that certificate, we have people there on site wanting to give you a job. So we cannot turn them out fast enough. So it's a great program. I strongly encourage you to look into it if that's something you're interested in. So our vet tech program is what we're going to talk about next. Our vet tech program is awesome. It's basically a vet tech is what a nurse is to a doctor. That's what you're going to be to a veterinarian. So if you love the healthcare field, but you don't necessarily want to work with people, and you love animals, you can get into this program. And Chad Brown is the individual in this video is going to be talking a little bit about our veterinary tech program. And it's just a great program. And I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about it.
The Mountwest Veterinary Technology Program, it's a 2-year associate's degree program that encompasses small animals, large animals, exotic animals, surgery, medicine. It has it all. It's very rewarding to actually get to go out into the field, touch the animals in real life, and do the vaccines.
Your teacher gets to know you individually, so like it helps out a really a lot, and they actually care. Like if you miss, then they email you and ask if you're okay.
After they graduate from this program, they take a national certified examination to become registered veterinary technician. In fact, we are at 100% pass rate right now. The need for veterinary technicians in the country today is just astoundingly high. In fact, it's easier to find veterinarians than it is veterinary technicians.
So he mentioned in the video that it's actually easier to find veterinarians than it is vet techs, and that's still true. That video is about a year old, but that's still very true. We have veterinary clinics all the time calling us and asking us when our next group of vet techs are going to graduate. If you want to stay local, a vet tech is a great option because we do have a lot of veterinary clinics in this area. If you're wanting to branch out, maybe move out of state, still a great program because there's always going to be a need for vet and vet techs, no matter what part of the country you live in. It's not a state-specific program. So pharmacy tech is another very popular program that we offer at Mountwest. It's a 2-year program, or you can do a certificate program where you don't earn as high a level of certification. And it's not just if you want to work in a pharmacy. We have students who've done our pharmacy tech program and have went on to become pharmaceutical sales rep. So they have that technical knowledge that they need for pharmaceuticals, but they also can work in sales and even make a little bit more money with that degree. So I'm gonna let our student Kennedy, who's in this video, tell you a little bit more about that program.
I wanted to go into the medical field because I really enjoy helping people. And I feel that that's where my heart is. My options when I graduate, I can be either in an inpatient pharmacy or an outpatient, which is either a hospital pharmacy or a retail pharmacy. Mountwest is a great option for pharmacy tech.
So again, that's another one of those programs that if you want to stay local, great thing to get into, because we have, it seems like every small town in this area has a pharmacy in it. They all need techs. They all need that extra help. And if you want to help people and stay in your area, it's another one of those great programs that you can take on. So this next video I'm going to show you, this is about not one specific program, but it's more about a specific course that all of our health science programs have to take. So if you're interested in any health degree whatsoever at Mountwest, so maybe it's pharmacy tech or massage therapy or physical therapy assistant, this is a program or this is a class that you're going to have to take. And I just like playing this video for our students because it has one of our awesome professors in it. It also kind of tells you a little bit about the health programs here. So I'm going to play this and let them talk to you about this.
The biology department is actually the foundation for all the allied health programs: physical therapy assistant, respiratory therapy, radiologic technology, massage therapy, and then you have some of the health informatics and medical assisting and those sorts of things. Every semester, the first day, it's just a bunch of eyes just staring at you. Some of them are excited to be here. I don't think they realize what they've kind of gotten themselves into, though. We assure them they're going to learn everything they need to know. But the best part about it is they have fun along the way. When they get their exam score, it's not unusual for them to be slightly disappointed that it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. You know, this is a difficult class. And I keep reminding them, you have no idea how much you've learned because you're focusing on the questions you got wrong, and I'm focusing on all the questions you got right. And it way outnumbers the ones you got wrong. You have to have your little group because you're depending on one another, not just with academics, but with life. You just start seeing these groups start to form and they rely on each other. And it does turn into a family atmosphere because we all want all of us to succeed. And that's the honest truth. We want everybody to succeed.
So the class he's talking about there is Bio 101. It's a basic introduction to biology. And a lot of our students on campus, not just in the healthcare field, but a lot of other students will take that course. And another really cool thing in that program that they didn't mention in the video is that we are one of the only colleges of the entire state of West Virginia to have what's called a plasticized human cadaver. So you've heard of cadavers before. A lot of colleges or med schools have those. Those are typically fresh cadavers or people who are just recently deceased that have donated their body, and they dissect them, and then when they're done, they pass them on for burial. What we have is what's called a plasticized cadaver. So this is an individual who donated their body to science, and their body was set up in such a way where they would be preserved for a number of years, and they're basically like a big plastic vinyl doll. And we can take them apart. We can show you how the circulatory system works, how their lungs inflate, all the different organs and their placement. And like I said, we're one of the only colleges in the entire state to have something like that. So a lot of other colleges will have like maybe a knee or an arm, but we have the whole body here. So if you love healthcare, if you want to be interested in going to med school, or you're interested in doing something in the healthcare field, that's going to be a class you can't skip. That's going to be a class you want to be in because you get to work with the cadaver and do different assignments involving the cadaver. And it's a really great class. So if you're kind of a student who maybe is really not wanting to be in the classroom, you maybe you're a car person and you love working on cars, or you love fabricating stuff out of metal, or you just love creating things. This program that we have with RCBI is another great option for you. RCBI is located down on 4th Avenue in Huntington. It's just about 10 minutes away from our campus. And basically how this works is you'll do the technical part with RCBI, so the machinist and welding part, and then you do the general ed courses with our campus. So by the time that you get done, you're going to be leaving with a 2-year degree in either machinist or welding. And I'm going to let this student who did the RCBI program through Mountwest tell you a little bit about his experience.
It's like you have the world in your hands. Making something for the first time, it's like you can do anything. All the RCBI staff is great. If I have a question, I could go to them for anything. It's like being on a team, but at the same time, having individual goals. If we don't quite understand something, sometimes if we put our heads together, we can understand it better. Going through the 2 years here at RCBI, it's probably the most rewarding experience I've had in my life. I feel like I'm making progress towards a goal here. I'm able to achieve something that I wouldn't have going through a regular school. When I'm in the shop, literally, time flies. If you enjoy creating things, this is something I would recommend 100 times, 1,000 times, more. It's an experience I can't really describe very well, but it's something I wouldn't give up for anything. Come ready to work, come ready to study, be ready for new challenges, and keep your head up.
So yeah, that's a great partnership that we have with RCBI. It allows you to get that 2-year college degree, so you're able to put, you're a college graduate, but also allows you to do that hands-on machinist and welding programs. And machinist is another one of those programs that we just can't, graduate enough students quick enough. We were always getting hit up for if we have any more machinist students. So it's definitely something you want to check out if that's, something that you're interested in. So some other programs I'm going to highlight just in the interest of time, I didn't want to show you all the video on all these other programs, is animation game design. If you're into animation, anime, you're an artistic person, you love video games, that's a great program to look at. You can build a wireframe game within your first year of being here in that program. We do have accounting, again, not a super exciting degree, but definitely if you love numbers, you want a steady income, you want a steady job, you want a job that's always going to be needed, accounting is a great program. We have an EMT program if you want to be out in the field helping people. Drone technology, that is where a lot of people think that is just going around and flying drones. It's not. It is flying drones, and you do get an FAA certification to be a drone pilot, but it's also digital mapping. It's also geographical science as well. So it's another very unique program to Mountwest as well. Criminal justice, if you want to be in law enforcement, or maybe you want to work in a rehab facility or corrections facility, that's another great option. Again, we have all the transfer programs. You can come here and specifically tell us, I want to transfer from Mountwest to, let's say, Marshall. You can start here, we'll set you on that path, and you'll be good to go. Again, there's over 60 programs available at Mountwest. So just go to our website, mctc.edu, check out our website. That's going to tell you about all the great programs that we offer. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the admissions process here and how you can go about being a student. First step is you apply. So you can do that in person. You can stop by campus and do it. You can do it with me. If you see me at your high school, you can go to your guidance counselor and say, hey, I want an application from Mountwest, and they can get it to you and you can fill it out and send it to me. Now, obviously, you can always do it online at our website. And the great thing about application, it's 100% free. You never have to pay to do our application. So just fill it out, send it in, and we'll get you taken care of. Send in your high school transcripts or college transcripts, depending on where you're coming from. Make sure you get that FAFSA filled out. Get your financial aid process completed after that. We're going to set you up with an advisor after that, and they're going to kind of talk to you about the programs you're interested in and make sure that they're going to set you on the correct path with your classes, and they're going to help you pick your classes. Then the last step is just schedule your classes. So you'll work with that advisor and you'll tell them, what kind of classes you need, what time you're interested in doing them, whether it's evening or online or during the day, and they'll get that taken care of for you from there. Number one thing I tell students, visit our campus. And I know right now with COVID, that's very difficult because we're not really doing campus tours, but this will end at some point, and we will start doing campus tours again. So come check out the campus. We will be offering some virtual options for you to explore campus, so check those out. But not just our college, but any college. Visit it, investigate it, check it out online, do everything you can to make sure that's the right college for you. You want to pick a college that is best suited for your needs. Don't pick a college because that's where your boyfriend or girlfriend's going. Don't pick a college because you've heard it's a great party school and that's what you're interested in doing in college. Pick a college because they have the program you want, that you think that they can get you in and out of that program, and they are the best option for you. So whether that's affordability, whether that's location, just whatever the case may be, make sure that college is going to be right for you and your needs. So again, this is my contact information. You can always visit our website at mctc.edu, and that's how you can find all the programs that we offer. You can go on our website and click on programs listed, and you can see all the classes that you'll need for the program. You can see the earning potential from each program, and you can really just explore every program that we offer. You can call our main office. The number is right there on the screen. Again, there's my name and my office number. I would encourage you to call the main office before you try to call me, because I'm not in my office a lot. So you probably won't get me as easily as you will our main office, but you can always email me. My email is right there. So if you're watching this recorded and you're thinking, man, I have a question I really want answered, shoot me an email. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you're watching this live, this is the end of the presentation. So if you got any questions you want to ask right now, just drop them in that Q&A box and I will answer them for you. Right now, I don't see any open questions. Again, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for checking all this out, whether you're watching it live right now or whether you're going to watch this later on YouTube. Just want to say thanks for taking the time to learn a little bit more about Mountwest.
Thanks very much, Dean. So you log out of this, there'll be a quick 4-question survey that will appear. Please fill that out so we can help make this experience a little bit better. Again, there'll be more sessions, so sign up at www.wvacrao.org. And thank you very much for joining today.